summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here comes Johnson on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A handoff for Gibson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Now Wilson. Able to find Isabella. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
And he's brought down. So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. Here's Ryan. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a run with McCaffrey. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action with Ryan. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A solid stiff arm. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Washington 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game, that quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now it's Wilson. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On second down now, it's Gibson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well? When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give to Gibson running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go. Set. Nice. Wolf. Go. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
4th down. Here's Wilson. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And Ryan's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Ryan. Got a man, it's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action. It's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Off the play fake, here's Ryan. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 130 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Johnson now returning. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they? And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short of...
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ryan. This one caught by Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their...
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Gibson again. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jabari Zuniga, his second sack of the night.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance. So not a surprise, but there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And, oh, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 153 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Play action with Ryan. He's going to look deep for more. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On first down, Wilson. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's Ryan. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 174 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. McCaffrey, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting? And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll